Yo ninjas, welcome back to the show. Ninja is chilling, and what did you eat today? Welcome back to another episode of Drunk That Manga Works, chillaxing and beyond today on this Wednesday evening. Yes, so how's it going over there, and what did you eat today? Also got here a fresh cappuccino. Cheers, skål, prost, kampai. Yes. Cheerios ninjas, how is it going over there? We also ate some dinner today, some curry with rice, meat, vegetables and all that. Very nice by Ninja-chan. And also, not to forget, Party Time the One Shot is now available as a book. The manga book is now finished. You can get your copy now for the best manga reading experience of all time. Get yours now and enjoy the party. You also get an extra card with it, this postcard, and also these first edition Ninja Case and Party Time limited card. So these are limited in print. When they're gone forever. So get your copy right now if you haven't already of Party Time the manga. It's a complete story with a beginning, middle, and end, and just think like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, and that kind of stuff. And then with party, yes. So it's a party shonen battle manga. Get your copy now if you haven't already. And you can also read it for free on the website. So yeah, check it out at ninjacase.com. That's ninjacase.com. Yes. Get yours now. And also I can sign it for you live as well, if you want, and make a little drawing and all that. Alright, so yeah, the plan for today is to draw the 1 hour manga challenge once again, as always. And next to that, probably gonna play a game that I want to play for a little bit. It's an old school game. So yeah, that's probably about it for today's session. But yeah, I was going over there. What anime have you been watching? Or manga reading? Games and all that?
Ninja Keys is now live. Streaming
Yes.
IRL. Large red circle, large
We've
red
been
circle,
watching
back in
the
action.
latest My Hero Academia episode, which I think it's wrapping up, like the My Hero Academia anime. So yeah, we're going to the end, it seems. Looks really good. Looks really good. But yeah, next to that, we did watch One Punch Man, the first few episodes of season 3. But also a lot of stuff is going on now with One Punch Man, like the quality and stuff. I see a lot of things floating around that the quality is real shit, and I think another studio is taking over or something. And a lot of stuff is outsourced of the anime, I think, from what I've seen, but yeah, not completely into deep ass, most of you, or some of you. And next to that, yeah, also up to date with One Piece. And yeah, man. Oh yeah, I still have to read that one manga. What's it called again? Well, I'll do that maybe another time. Another time! So yeah, today it's time for actually the Bubble Butts, suggested by the Fader. Alright, let's see. So this is what we drew the last time. And then today is we gonna draw Super Bubble Butts female. So that's the plan of today. And after that, not sure if we're gonna do the one after that one, but we'll see how far we get. Alright. Alright. Well, ready or not, let's prepare. This is number 94. So yeah, this is like drawing practice challenge to improve the drawing skills and become super. 94. Okay, so already been doing this for 94 hours then. For 94 weeks. Every single week. A new video. Super Bubble Butts. So yeah, the grind is real. The grind to keep it rolling. every single week. But yeah, that's your okay. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. Alright, too far red. Brah. Brah. Bram de brum brah. Okay. Alrighty, just right now it's time once again for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge. Once again to become a super mangaka. And today it's time for the super bubble butts suggested by Fate Watcher. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Now pick up your butts and let's put it on paper. Yes, let's get it rolling. Bubble butts. Eesh. All right. We'll do this first. The timer. Okay, let's set the timer and let's go. All right. So right now we're gonna draw the super bubble bot suggested by Fate Watcher for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge, where we draw for a whole hour a specific human body part to practice the anatomy of the human body, to apply these skills to manga, in my case, or other drawings, illustrations, whatever you want. You can apply it to any drawing stuff, right? Whatever you're doing. But yeah, that's what we are practicing, and to improve those manga drawing skills. And we do this also with reference. So in this case, we draw not from imagination, but from real reference, you know? And then applying these to the craftsmanship of manga or drawings. Well, when you make manga, you definitely need to be able to draw, unless you're the storyteller. But I think you, like, you cannot make manga without the artist, else it's just a book. So yeah, I think the artist is most necessary for a manga versus a writer. Because the writer maybe can write, but if he cannot draw, then there's no manga visually wise, and manga is mostly important visually. So yeah, I think the artist is the most important with manga, even if they can draw like shit or tell a story like shit. But if the pictures are nice, I mean, a picture tells more than 1,000 words, right? Even though story is also really important. But yeah, I don't think manga can exist without the artist or a artist versus yeah, a story person. But then again, you know, both is also important. But I think the most essential is the art. You know, else it's just a book. Not that books are not good, but you know, like if you don't have the art, then just write a book instead of a manga. Because manga is a story that is told through pictures and their characters that, you know, experience shit. And yeah, it's like a movie on paper. A movie! Yeah, well, you also have manga like with a dinosaur and such. Like I saw this manga some time ago, like with this baby dinosaur or something. There's there's not even words in the manga. It's just completely pictures, but that still tells the story. So manga is like a visual storytelling device, you know, to get your story across readers. And yeah, the text is for details, to fill in details, because yeah, if you don't understand manga like 80% just through the pictures, then it's shitty manga. Or at least, yeah, then you rely too much on the words instead of the visuals. So the visual point of manga is definitely an important aspect of it. The most important, I think. Over story. Or at least, yeah, story is also important. I mean, the visuals also tell a story, you know? Like you cannot only tell story through only text, but also through visuals. If you look at the Egyptian hieroglyphics, you know, there's little pictures. Even with Chinese and such, it was based on like pictures and such. So yeah, visual storytelling is definitely important. Important in this world, and I think there's still a lot of untold manga across the land, far and wide, that are not explored yet. Just like collecting all the Pokemon. But then for manga, yeah. Like, you don't have to be Japanese to make manga. I mean, in the end, manga is comics, is also strips, so it's all visual storytelling. Yeah, there's a way of how to do it, like a style within that, but yeah, it's still a visual thing there. Okay, let's see. So here is an attempt of the first bubble bot. Maybe it's not big enough. Big. I try not to draw each one too long, so we can do some more per session instead of like I could maybe draw for 1 hour one bubble bot, let's say. But yeah, this is more for practice. So this is not like a. It's not supposed to be like a final piece. It's more like a practice piece. So that's also a difference. Like how some people, and I myself also do this when I have a sketchbook, trying to make it look nice. But the sketchbook is for practice. Else it's more like a portfolio book instead of a sketchbook. A sketchbook, and then you show all these fine detailed pieces if you're an artist, but that's not really a sketchbook. A sketchbook is supposed to be for practice, like your thoughts, your of course you have like portfolio kind of books, but with more finished pieces. But that's finished, polished shit. That's more to present, like to show a client or whatever, not as a your thinking, your brainstorming, you know. It should not be a polished, for only polished stuff. Like it's for practice, mainly. Sketchbook. It's also a sketch, you know. Oh, here's my sketch, and I show a whole final piece that worked hours on, and it's all nicely cleaned and nicely finished. Not really a sketch then, eh? Anyways, bubble butts. So these are not supposed to be finished pieces, and even though, yeah, some sketches, some artists, yeah, a lot of them actually, they're really talented and they have a really nice looking sketches, even though the sketch in itself already looks amazing. But you know, yeah. Anyways, bubble butts. Bubble butts. Bubbles. Bubble the trouble. Okay, this is a bit too big. A little bit too big. Bubble. Super bubble butts. Maybe it's a bit too wide. Far and wide. And also we're gonna add some screen tone here. This is actually a separate layer, not a brush. But basically I masked the layer, and then you can like sort of quote unquote use it as a brush. It's actually the reversed way of normally traditionally doing screen tones. Like normally in manga, it's like you cut out these pieces of a sort of sticker you place on your ink piece, and then you cut out what you need, right? But now it's the reversed. So it acts like maybe a sort of a brush, but it's actually a layer with a mask, and then you then get it back on it. But yeah, if you're not a digital artist, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying even. It's like, what the hell is this guy talking about? What's this crazy ninja talking about? Layers and such? What is a layer? Yeah, if we had to do this quickly on paper, that's not... it takes too long of a time. Maybe I'd rather than use a marker, a gray marker or something, than cutting out all these screen tone and then... yeah. Like I've not done it many times though, with the physical screen tones. I do have some laying around for when we get to the real Party Time series. But for now, yeah, I'm still also working behind the screens on Party Time the series, but yeah, a bit stuck with stuff and figuring shit out. Yeah, if you want to make a big manga series, it's not easy. Also been reading this interview of Oda, Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece. I might even make a video of it, just reading it, Weird Ninjas again. I find it interesting a lot of times to read my favorite authors, their process, or there's an interview of Eiichiro Oda. Recently I found it, and he talks about like his life as a mangaka and what he learned and all that, and his youth, you know, his valuable youth experiences when he was still young, as a manga assistant as well, working for a lot of mangaka, many different ones, and what lessons he learned there and such. Times have probably changed a little bit, maybe with the newer mangaka, I don't know. Like the thing is, in Japan there's a whole system with this, right? Mangaka and such, and if you have the talent enough for it, then yeah, you can get all these connections easily. Like if I have to find other mangaka here, it's just non-existent in the shonen realm, at least. Or it's more like the other kind of comics, I guess, or the other styles, not like really shonen way, I think. So yeah, but yeah, maybe I can be one of the ones that actually does something. But maybe there's some that I just don't know, and yeah, they're somewhere. But people that actually are serious about it, you know, making a story, an actual real manga, you know, not a, like some people might understand, like, oh yeah, I draw manga, but it's just the illustrations, not actually telling a story through the images. It's like yeah, comic or whatever. Technically it's the same, right? But the ones that actually follow the more shonen, battle shonen way, or the Japanese kind of storytelling techniques, and there's a certain way, you know, like mostly it's black and white, not in color, and with screen tones, and you know, the emotions of the characters and action, and you know. I did see on TikTok a video of a comic, so someone was narrating, I guess it was AI or something, narrating like this comic, or this, yeah, of Wolverine, and like Captain America was killed, and Bucky was killed in this one, where and they were killed by Deadpool, Omega Red, the metal guy. What's the other one? There was another one. Well, it's pretty interesting to read it like that, or at least follow the video, someone narrating about it. I think I might find it more interesting to consume it that way. But yeah, it was interesting story about Wolverine, how he was taking revenge on Deadpool, Omega Red, the metal guy from the X-Men. What's it? Colossus? Yeah. Because they killed like Captain America and Bucky. Nick Fury was also there. And they told it like in different parts. Yeah, so there was that. Interesting. It was an interesting video. I don't know, it's yeah. Remember that I don't read many of the superhero comics. I do have some Deadpool laying around that I read some time ago. The with many Deadpools. And also back in the days I had this Wolverine one. Yeah, the thing with the comics is where do you even start? Like there's so many of them. So many authors had their hands and fingers in it. I wouldn't even know where to start. Let's say I want to read the real Spider-Man or something. Yeah. I prefer to watch the animated show, I guess. The 90s one. Of like the, yeah. They did remake it, I think. But I think they messed some shit up. Or changed things. As always. Like sometimes adaptations, a lot of times, they should just keep at the source material and not just want their own fingers in there how they see it and have to change it to their ideals and such. No, keep it at the original source instead of always changing things, you know? Like oh yeah, you have this story as a circle and they make it a triangle. You know, the original source is a circle and then they're gonna shape it to a triangle because that's what they prefer. Well then just tell your own story instead of adapting something and not keeping at the source material. But yeah, you know, they want their own other way, of course. But I guess there's some good adaptations out there, maybe some might actually be good versus others. Like, yeah, the thing with manga and anime, like the manga, a lot of times it's just the storyboard for the anime, so it's like they could almost just one-on-one copy it. Of course, with the animation, you have a lot of amazing animators that like animate like certain parts a bit different maybe than in the manga, for example. But they do it so well, and it actually makes sense for, you know, because it needs to move, right? And yeah. Then again, yeah, with One Piece, even though the animations look great, currently, sometimes it might be a bit over the top, like they're becoming Super Saiyan. Like it's not like that at all in the manga, and yeah, it's like going more the Dragon Ball direction instead of it becomes Dragon Piece. But yeah, even though the animation looks really good, but yeah, like sometimes what matters more, like something looking really good or actually tells what it is to tell. Let's say, oh yeah, I don't know, you tell something and someone changed the message. It's like back on school in kindergarten or whatever. Like, oh yeah, you sit in a circle with your friends or your classmates and then you tell something, right? So you tell, so one person gets told something by the teacher and then you sit in a circle and then everybody has to retell it to the next one. And then at the end, when the full circle is done, the teacher gets the message back through all the people, or all the children, let's say, and then the message completely changed, you know? So there's that. And yeah. Maybe with, you know, yeah. What's the point again? Oh yeah, people changing shit with adaptations and such. Like I will watch the new Netflix One Piece, but yeah, it's probably one of the better adaptations, I guess, but there's still things in there that's yeah, it's yeah, One Piece is definitely not easy to adapt. I'm already surprised that it is better than, you know, expected, or yeah, like yeah, as such a series, but because it's really cartoony, right? Ish, or stuff that happens, you know. But then again, yeah, a lot of budget with the CGI, especially if Chopper's coming. You know, it's just full CGI, I assume. The thing is, though, like, it is possible. If you look at Sonic the Hedgehog movies, like I so far enjoy all of them. It's well done. Not, the original concept. I'm glad actually in this case they actually listened to their fans and changed shit. Because if they kept their original design, I don't think it would be yeah, a thing, you know. The original Sonic adaptation idea, the design of it. They're trying to make it too realistic-ish, but yeah. Bubble butts, bubble butts. All that glory. Yeah, I should definitely have some bubble butts in the manga. I mean, yeah, some people actually have these butts, right? So it's not like oh, yeah, it cannot exist in the world. Number 3. Bubble butts. So yeah, I was going over the ninjas. What did you watch recently, or play any games? Any games you look forward to? What is the worst game adaptation? And what is actually a good one? A good game adaptation? I mean, yeah, Sonic, I think, was a good adaptation of the movie. Yeah, Sonic. Sonic! What else is there? Mario. The recent 3D Mario was actually good. I liked it. It was also fully animated in 3D, which I think... It's weird though that they're in real life though. Oh, what I still want to see is, like, for example, a World of Warcraft movie. I'm not the biggest fan, but their cinematics look always so good with the trailers. If they made a full movie like that, that would be real amazing. But I guess animating a full movie like the trailers is a lot of money, man. The budget, maybe it's yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not the only one that thinks like that would be really cool to see such a movie. But yeah, I was not the biggest player, whatever. Played a little bit, but I know people that were really addicts, maybe still even to this day. So yeah, Big Bubble Butts is today's time. Yeah, right now we're drawing the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge, where we practice a specific body part for 1 hour, and then with references practice these drawings to improve our manga skill abilities, and then able to apply these, in this case for example the bubble butts, to a manga, let's say, or in the manga. So let's say you have a party at party time and you have some girls with nice asses, but you know that can, for example, exist in the realm. In the realm. But yeah, it's, so I take a lot of your suggestions, what you need to suggest that, and sometimes my own, I guess. But we have a list of what you need to suggest it. So some things I prefer to draw more so than other things. Like this is a fun one. But yeah, you still need to draw things that maybe you don't enjoy the most to draw, right? I guess it just needs to be done. Like yeah. It needs to be done, but this is literally, you know, to how to improve your drawings. You can also do this on paper, of course. This is like digital paper, but yeah, this is literally a way to improve those skills and you know, get more XP. Grinding. Do bubble butts. Right. All right. Up to the next one. We need some different angles. Different angles, yeah. So what are your favorite things to draw, ninjas? If you are a drawer, or maybe you're not a drawer and it's also fine, you know. Maybe do something else like I don't know, 3D modeling or games, animation, or I don't know, something else. Game. So I'm trying to get these shapes. Shapes matter, you know. And it may look a bit rough, but I think with some manga, also how fast they have to finish it, sometimes it looks really rough, yet it still looks good. But you see their sort of speed in the lines, you know. It's not completely nice and neat. It's more, yeah, how do you say? Sketchy sometimes, scratchy even. I think it's a bit also with the early Chainsaw Man. I've not read all of Chainsaw Man, but at least from what I saw the first 4 volumes, also looks sometimes a bit scratchy and such. Also with Jujutsu Kaisen and such. Yeah, One Piece has that as well a bit. But it does feel like more human, I think. Like yeah, a lot of AI shit. I see on like the website of where you can submit your manga for the Shonen Jump stuff, Manga Plus, that's what it's called. A lot of AI shit is on there, and it gets a lot of views, and it's crazy, man. I think one even got in the rankings. It's like, what the hell? But I do like. In a way, if you do scratchy lines in manga, right, it does feel more human. Maybe then AI is gonna replicate that as well, make it feel more human by scratchy lines at some point when it improves. But in actual real manga that's made by humans, those scratchy lines, it does feel more, yeah, that a human made it, right? And you can also see it with old Disney in some of them, like 101 Dalmatians, with the dogs, the 101 dogs. Like the animation, you can see a bit of that more sketchy sort of style in there, which gives that like authentic craftsmanship, you know, that drawn kind of vibe, which, because it was lately drawn, but it has something nice to it. Like it doesn't. Maybe sometimes with the digital animation, and by that I mean the lines are more digitally drawn, it feels maybe a bit more artificial. If it's too neat, you know, too clean, or yeah, I don't know, there's a certain aesthetic to it. Even if you look at like old Dragon Ball and then the newer Dragon Ball or Super, and then you look at also the stylistic sheets that they used, like that's maybe another thing, but like yeah, in the movies and such, some look the animation looks really good, like in the Broly movie, for example, the newer one. But they the Dragon Ball Super characters do suffer of muscle. They got more skinny, right? Like the muscular shapes got lost. You know, I guess yeah, because of the character sheets that they had to adapt to. You know, it's the same with the Pokemon, new anime of Pokemon. They changed the style a bit, and the mouth of Ash is really low. Well, this is maybe already a while ago by now. 5. Number 5, Cheerios. But yeah, number 5. Okay, so we're now drawing the Bubble Bot suggested by Fate Watcher, which is the quest of today. This is one of the more fun challenges, even though we do also need to do the other ones, but this is more of the fun ones, right? For me at least. Let me know what is your favorite thing to practice with drawing. All up to number 99 already have your suggestions laying around. So there's that. Yeah, the shapes, like copying from, you know, those shapes definitely matter. That's why I also draw a bit more rough. Like getting those shapes right. If you have the shapes right, and then you can, when you make a final piece, you know, make it for that more of a final kind of, yeah, drawing. And you know, all the pro artists use references if they don't know how something looks like. Get your references. It's not a cheat, or maybe it's a cheat in a way, but you should not see it like that. But it's sort of like that in a way. But yeah, if you don't know how something looks like, and even sometimes you think maybe you know how something looks like until you have to draw it, and then you actually are like, oh wait, how do you, even though you know how the thing looks like, you don't actually know how to put it on paper. So that's the difference. Like, for example, I drew cats. I had to draw a cat or something. And I know how cats look like in real life, but not how to put it on paper. When I was in that moment, you know? Like, and yeah, that's for many things, I guess. Or it would turn up like a deformed cat or something. Like there's a certain way the shapes a cat, for example, has, right? Or whatever creature. There's some sort of, I guess, a set of shapes, rules to make the set thing. Like, okay, you can of course stylize it, but there are some proportions and such that you need to sort of embrace and put in your piece for it to be looking like the thing you're referencing, you know? Like, let's say in Avatar: The Last Airbender, you have like, they do it quite genius. They mix creatures. So you have a turtle duck. So you have ducks with a shield, and then they mix elements of a creature. So that's a really fascinating, well, it's a simple idea, I guess, but to put it into practice in your final works, and then it's really interesting to see like a different flavor, you know, than always the same shit. Like, okay, they could like have separate turtles and ducks, but they mixed it as turtle ducks. So you have creatures, animals, but they're called turtle ducks because they're turtles and ducks mixed, you know, a mixed, yeah. Same for Rhinoceros or something with a Komodo, which looks like a really cool creature. Like if you have the Komodo dragon, the last living dragons on Earth in Indonesia, on the Komodo Island where they live in the wild. They mix like I think a rhinoceros with a rhino with a Komodo dragon as well, where the Fire Nation is riding on. So like they have a lot of those creatures in their world where they mixed stuff, but you need to, you know how let's say a turtle looks like and a duck in order to mix them and then mix those elements to make turtle ducks. But yeah, they yeah. Even with their animation, they also, for example, the creators Brian and the other guy, they like they had to have these kung fu fighting moves or certain animations, and they also filmed themselves doing certain moves, and also filmed martial artists and such to get it from real live reference, so it looks good in animation when they adapt it, you know, like the fluid bending of like and actually hiring experts in the martial arts that have a certain martial arts style and then apply it to the Avatar: The Last Airbender animation. It's really, yeah. If you don't know how something looks like, don't be afraid to use reference. If you want to have a certain outcome, steal like an artist, right? Yeah. I actually ordered the book, the physical one. I have it now. Still have to completely read it though. But yeah. The book was a bit smaller than I expected when it came in. Steal like an artist. It's a simple book. You can also get a digital, or it's probably online somewhere for free. Or even on YouTube. Someone, you know, doing a voiceover. Audiobook. An audiobook. But now we're drawing the super bubble butts and well, yeah, the butts. Maybe not all of them are completely super bubble, but yeah. It is what it is. It's better to draw from real life though. Why? Well, because then you have to make the 3D space into 2D on paper with your own skills and not from a flat image. Like if you have a photo reference, it's already made into 2D space, you know? But yeah, that's definitely, yeah, I cannot have all these girls lined up now with super bubble butts, so. And draw from that. I wonder, could you even stream that though? Drawing like nude art, like, yeah, probably not. Even though it's art, but yeah. All right, to the next one. This one is more sitting. Draw a bit of lag with that while we're at it for the context. Actually, while doing this, I should maybe a bit more stylize it in a way to my way of drawing. Even though the legs here are a bit of a thing. Let's see how this will go. Here's one of the feet, and it goes down here. Now I also have some figures for those references. For example, but yeah, shapes definitely do matter. They do matter when you draw whatever you draw, or at least, I guess with anything, yeah. The other thing though with references is though, if you copy someone else their drawing literally and then claim it as your own, well, it's not literally your drawing. Yeah, you drew it, you copied it, but it's not yours. You know, I used to do that back in the days with copying Dragon Ball Z cards. But actually the art, it's not mine. Like, you copy someone else their shit and then you sell it as if you drew it. Even though you copied it, you drew it, copied it, but it's not really yours. You know, if you literally copy, let's say I now, oh yeah, I see, let's say oh here, One Piece manga laying around, and I literally copy the drawings, and then oh, I drew it, therefore it's mine, but it's not yours. You copied it, and it's a good way to practice. But claiming it as your own, that's not really legit. Someone actually did it with one of my drawings in the earlier days, or some time ago. I drew a Joker, steampunk Joker, and then someone copied my drawing, which in a way was honorable, or at least, yeah, oh, someone thought my drawing is good enough to copy. But then I asked, oh yeah, did you, is this your drawing, or is this yours? And then he claimed it as his own. Yeah, but that's not, I designed the whole thing, or at least, yeah, the whole, like, you can have a drawing of a character that already exists, but you give your own twist to it. And then it's more yours in your style. Even though the IP, of course, is not yours. But the your take on it, you know. Like, it's basically your writing style. Your, what's the word? Your fingerprint. Everybody has their own fingerprint, right? The writing style, let's say. If you copy someone's writing style, it's just someone made that style first, and then you draw in that certain style or whatever. But yeah, you know, with anime, let's say they have to copy also the original creators, their style, and then to animate it, right? But you can see the way of how they animate. Animation styles, like there's certain animators with a certain way of how they make things move in the animation, and then oh yeah, you know, oh it is this guy, oh this guy, the guy with the blocks, all the blocks floating around and slice and dice, and that's that animator, you know. So yeah. Anyways, what is the point again? Style. A freestyler. Bubble Bots. We're now practicing the super Bubble Bots suggested by Fate Watcher. And yeah, we practice these with reference. Do 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 do. Now, let's add some. Okay, so let's say this was traditional, then everything would be like colored in, right? With screen tone, grayscale. Like the screen tone back then it was also used, they had these dots, right? You can see these dots. It's still used in manga today. It was also for the printing, the way of printing. It had to do with printing, you know? Like, there are methods to make it, to get certain colors, or, you know, by printing it in a certain way. There was something about it with the printing and why they use these dots to, you know, make gray. And it's also cheaper black and white than in color. Sometimes, or for example with comics or something, sometimes I think the black and white art looks better than the colored art, like that the color kind of ruins it, how they color. And it depends on how it's colored though, or at least in my personal Niji's opinion, without offending anyone. There's certain ways. I don't know, sometimes the color actually ruins the drawing, I think. Or that I prefer, yeah, the black and white. It's personal taste though. Like, I'm not sure if you ever had that. When it's also with sketching, you know. Sometimes the sketch looks better, and then the actual finished piece. Like, oh shit, and then. Yeah, you know, the sketch is sketchy, of course, with lines, and then maybe in the final piece, it looks worse than the actual sketch. I sometimes had it with my own drawings, that the sketch I think looked better. But yeah, it's like, okay, which lines do you actually finalize, you know? And maybe that's the reason. Like, oh yeah, these lines look actually better, or maybe sometimes some things just better, or look better in rough state than finished state. Optional. Yeah, you know. Alright, how many more can we knock out here? Yeah, I can knock out a bit more if we go more rough. Which actually was also the point, to go more rough. Rough, do, rough. But yeah, I was going over there. And what anime have you been watching? Manga. We've been following My Hero Academia. We're up to date with. Dr. Stone has already finished the season. And then Gajaguta, still want to see more of that. We did finish Kaiju 8 a little while ago. And next to that, what else did we do? Watch. Yeah, there's still also a lot of anime that we had to continue on, like Bleach. We were quite far in Bleach. But yeah, now with Crunchyroll, it's easier to just put it on, you know, with some things. Big bubble butts. Big bubble butts. Big, 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 big. You like him thick. Big bubble butts. There was a time I drew a lot in my traditional sketchbook, or in a traditional sketchbook. I literally drew like everything I could get my hands on or whatever to try to finish it in one day, which kind of was crazy back then, and a lot of shitty drawings, of course. But it's definitely good practice. It's definitely good practice. Maybe that's a good new challenge or something for a video. Finish a whole sketchbook in a day, and then just go outside and draw stuff, whatever it may be. Doesn't matter. You just need to practice and adapt, and you know, just draw from real life. It's good practice, I have to say. Yeah, man. 7. Especially with moving people that move. If let's say you are with the train or the bus and you draw just by passengers or whatever, people walking by, you have to be fast, you know, get their shapes, their gestures. I guess practicing gestures is that better with that case. You have to be fast, real fast. So that's why I also used to draw with just a pen or a ink pen. Cannot really sketch and then ink and it's just sort of, I guess, could do it, but also you cannot erase it, so then you see where your mistakes are. Or maybe it's handy in that case to maybe have 2 pens, one in a color and the other black, to go over it and then make it better looking ish. But yeah, it's definitely good practice to go outside with a sketchbook and just copy the world. Humans, buildings, environments, everything. By doing this, you can you have to make the real space, reality, into, you know, 2D space, and give it the illusion that a 2D image is actually 3D. So if you want to practice real good from real life, that's one tip that I could give you. Go outside and draw people, whatever. Or you can also go to the zoo. I still have to do that at some point. I say this, I've been saying this for a long time. But yeah, the thing is, you know, a lot of times when I go to the zoo, it's either with family or, you know, girlfriend or whatever. But they're not drawers, you know. So, and if I go solo leveling, or then get angry, I ain't go without me, no. No, but yeah, with artists, it's better to go. You can draw together, and you know, learn from each other as well at the same time. But yeah, you know. Still want to go though. Needs also to be good weather, else your sketchbooks get wet when drawing outside. Yeah, a lot of rain here, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, and in the zoo you have a lot of outside spaces. But yeah, to practice animals, definitely a good idea to go to a zoo and then just draw them in a sketchbook. Basically what I'm doing here, but then in reality, in real life, outside. Actually, this is a bit like what I used to do in my sketchbook, but now digitally in 1 hour. So this you could see this as a sketchbook, you know. But I do try to finish each reference. Maybe even better would be to draw one reference more times. Like, yeah, a whole hour of the same ass. With different speeds, yeah. Big bubble butts. Big. Maybe they're not big enough. Then we have to do another session of these. How terrible. Big. Madlands. Alright, we're almost finished with this one. Two. bubble butsu. Big bubble butts. Maybe they're not big enough. I wonder. What do you think? What's your most fun thing to draw? If you draw? Or what's... I think inking is the most fun for me. More inking. The sketching is the hardest to figure out these shapes. Where everything is. When that's figured out, then the inking. Like there are a lot of steps, you know, with drawing and manga especially, a lot of steps. Also, and they also have to edit it. And there's so many creative endeavors, man, with steps. A lot of skills, hats to wear. If you're a creator and an online creator, some match, you know. But there's so many skills to tackle. Oh, that's the timer. That is the timer. This is number, what is it? 10? Number 10. All right, there we go with the super bubble butts. So yeah, ninjas, here they are, the 10 super bubble butts. Here is number 1. Here's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. So yeah, ninjas, let me know your favorite or favorites in the comments down below, and what other human body parts you would like to see in the future, if we get to that point. Already have a whole list laying around here. But yeah, thank you, Fate Watcher, for suggesting the super bubble butts once again. And yeah, man, hopefully you enjoyed this as well, ninjas. The super bubble butts number 94. Yes. Eesh. Alright, ninjas, that was it for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge. Once again, drawing the super bubble butts suggested by Fate Watcher. So thank you very much for suggesting the super bubble butts. I also look forward to the next one, number 95, which is ugly feet, suggested by Rox. So look forward to number 95, the ugly feet. All right, so if you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments for possible future human body parts. All right, ninjas, let me know your favorites of this session. And thank you for joining once again. Until the next one, NinjaBox is Chili, and see you, ninjas, the next time. Ninja case out. All right, we're still here. We're still here. The question is now to do the next one or not. Maybe we go right straight away to the ugly feet. While we're at it. Okay, let's search for some references and take a little tiny break. Cheers. So how's it going over there, ninjas? How is it going over there? Okay, let's not forget to save. Just in case it accidentally closes. Cheers. Okay, so the next one is ugly feet. Let's see if we can find some ugly feet. Ugly feet. Oh man. A lot of feet here. Okay, wait, some are just the toes, but I need the whole feet. Let me see. Ugly feet. Ugly feet. Or was it like hobbits? Like hobbit feet. Wait, hobbit feet are ugly? From Lord of the Rings? Yeah, but these are not real feet, man. Hairy. Hairy feet? I mean, wait, should it have hairy? What the hell is a hobbit feet? We drew feet before, of course. Okay, I guess we have 2 here. 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 furious. Jesus, what the fuck is with that feet? Yeah, some people sadly, have fucked up feet. I am not really into feet, but maybe that's your thing. All right, let's see. I mean, this is some sort of hobbit feet here. Let's. What can we not? Some references are just cannot go closer. Whoa, what the hell? Okay. Well, today's your lucky day if you enjoy feet. It's feet day today. As well, next to Big Bubble Butts. But yeah, you missed that one if you were not there. You can always watch it later though. No, not this one. So I'm now searching for some ugly feet references that we can draw. Maybe this one, this one. A lot of feet, man. A lot of feet. Some of you will be really happy. Oh man. Jesus. Okay. BRB in a second, and then we're gonna draw the feet. Yo Sven, welcome back to the show. Ninjabox is showing. And what did you eat today? How's it going, man? How is it going? I just drew here the super bubble
Going
bot.
good, how are ya?
Thanks to the suggestion of Fade Watcher. Yeah, also going good. Taking a little break now, and then we're gonna draw the ugly feet. So we just drew the super bubble bots here. And then after this one is time for ugly feet, which we're gonna draw in a second. So yeah, man, how is it going with your art and all that? Yes. Where's my glove? Oh, there. Where did I put the glove? Yeah, I had to go
Just
to the
fine,
little
mate.
room.
Neek asses.
Thanks. Oosh, yes. Yeah, we have let's see, all the way up to 99. So this is like 94 hours already of weekly videos. Every week a new one. Thanks. Got some fresh matcha here. What do you drink? All right. Some fresh matcha here. Thanks to Ninja-chan.
I'm eating some popcorn.
Oh, nice, man. Cheers. Yes. What kind of popcorn do you eat? Sweet, salty, sour, or maybe a mix of sweet and salty?
Some butter.
Oh, butter. I used to
Butter
eat
in M.
I used to eat either salt or sweet, but also been mixing them if we eat it. It's also tasty. Butter in them. You bake them, make them fresh. Fresh popcorn. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So what have you been up to? Okay, this is number 95. Oh yeah, Ninja-chan brought some crisps, but chips, but I cannot eat it right now because we have to draw for 1 hour and don't want to make my hands dirty.
Just drawing and such. Making a big ass 100x 70 centimeter poster size drawing with color pencils.
Wow,
Pretty cool project.
That's crazy, man. That's a lot of pencils. Oh wait, you don't see what I do. Forgot to switch the cam. That's crazy, man. Oh shit.
How are you doing?
The amount of like pencils are expensive, man. So it depends on which ones you get, but yeah, man, that sounds really cool, man. You gonna is it to sell or for the lols? Like when I was in art school, I had to buy.
Yes, it's already sold.
I had to buy.
If your life had an anime
pencils.
opening, what song would it be? I mean, it was
Oh,
provisioned.
okay. Oh, that sounds good, man. Getting some coin. Do you also include material cost in that? Like in your price?
No.
Because art supplies are not cheap. Not cheap at all. Especially traditionally.
It was a friend, so I gave it to her. Super cheap laughing smiley.
Yeah, okay. What is it? 9 November. So you already had pencils laying around?
$500.
Oh.
Pick one to protect you in a fight.
Oh,
Goho,
yeah, that's,
Levi,
that's
or
good.
Saitama face with look of triumph.
That is good, man. Yeah. How long? How long does it take for you to draw that? All right. Ugly feet.
I wear a mask to survive. Sometimes it feels like it's all I am. Dexter Morgan. I'm about 10 to 11 hours in. And I'm like
Oh, shit.
almost halfway.
Oh, damn. Yeah, with pencils? Sounds like more work than with markers, maybe. Or like getting the surface.
When you
know?
attempt to create a story, you would open a refrigerator of memories. You must try to turn your experiences in life into manga. Fujiko F. Fujio.
I got super lucky, went to a store
You
that
can't
sold
trust men who say
broken
they will
color
die
pencils,
for
but
you.
they weren't really broken, so
You can
I
only
like
trust men who live for
$1
you.
each. Oh shit!
Ragnarloth
Oh yeah,
broke.
I bought. Oh yeah, sounds like a good deal. Hopefully they're not broken inside, you know. Like sometimes these pencils break, and then if you drop them, right? But yeah, like back then I also needed a lot of pencils for animation. Traditionally. All right. Alright, ninjas, right now it's time once again for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge once again to become a super mangaka. And today it's time for the ugly feet, number 95, ugly feet, suggested by Rox. So thank you very much, Rox, for the suggestion. So let's pick up the feet and your pen and let's put it on paper. Let's go. Yes. Alright. Yeah, that's what they thought, but I just got them anyways, and only one of them have been unusable. So it was such a. Oh yeah, okay, good deal there then. That's a good deal, mate.
I have spent my whole life scared, frightened of things that could happen, but this is the life I chose.
Oh, why is it saying all that?
How are you, mate? You can't be the one who determines what's good and what isn't, so I think you just need to create as much as you can. And don't be shy.
It's saying all the bots.
Share your creations with as many people as possible. Zugumi Oba.
Oh wait, can I? How do we do this? I don't know. I was going standard, yeah. Sven.
A story that stays with you doesn't need an ending. Yoshio Togashi, Hunter x Hunter.
All right. Yeah, not sure how to turn off the. Well, before he didn't do it. Not sure why. Weird.
The hardest thing about being a mangaka is that it's a weekly thing. Taitokubo.
Hasselhoff. Anyways, so yeah, man, how's it going? What are you into lately? What are you into lately? I mean, the bot is reading all that shit. But before it didn't do it. I don't know why it suddenly now does it.
I am 10 billion% sure. Senko Ishigami. Smoking weed, drinking beers with my friends. Seems to be
Oh,
my
yeah.
hobby.
Cheerios. Still hot. The matcha's still hot. Okay.
Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. James Clear.
No, I have to turn them off, man. Wait, give me a second. Give me a second, though. Oh, we're still in there. Oh.
I have to lurk a bit.
Oh yeah, no,
I
that's
did it for me. I liked it. I was good at
that's
it.
all
And I was really. I was alive. I'll be around.
the
But
fams.
fam's on the low low.
What do you mean? Fams?
My headset is broken.
Oh damn. Oh, they're gonna sleep. Yeah, okay.
Family is sleeping.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, yeah, that's understandable. Also, when I was
Story is
streaming,
metaphor for life and life is lived in time.
also when I was
Robert
streaming
McKee.
back then, people were sleeping. I also had to silent stream. I'll give them time to fall asleep, those noobs. Yeah, okay. That's all fine and dandy. Yeah. Wait, what? Where is it now? Or should
Yo
I keep it on?
ninjas. If you enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to stay notified the fastest way. If you haven't already, thank you.
No, let's just
Arigato.
draw the ugly feet. Ah, well, cannot get into all that though. Alright. If the bot just doesn't interrupt all the time. Alright, ninjas, it's time for the... Oh, shit. What are we doing again? Timer? Okay.
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Alan Wake.
Oh, shit. Okay, no, whatever. Alright. Let's get it rolling. Let's start the timer and let's go. Ugly feet, there we go. So right now we're gonna draw the ugly feet suggested by Rox. This is number 95,
What's the
where we
most overrated
draw
game
1 hour
franchise ever?
for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge to improve our skills. And yeah, let's put those ugly feet on paper. And this is not for a final masterpiece. This is purely for practice, for 1 hour specifically, one human body part, and then practicing those to adapt it or be able to improve those parts, and then apply it to the manga or other skills, yeah, whatever you want, you know. All possible, of course, to apply it to other things as well. But yeah, for me it's mostly the manga, and then you can apply it into that, those human body parts, because a lot of times when I draw manga, there's human characters in there, or humanoid at least, and therefore the humans have like parts, you know, in their body parts, and you can then apply it on them, and therefore, you know, we practice these. So yeah, for now it's the human anatomy body parts that we're practicing for these 1 hour challenges. And this is number 95, so we already drew 95 hours every single week a new video, which is crazy. That's more than, or that's almost 2 years, or maybe already is 2 years, if there's every single week one. So yeah, we have been consistently uploading one every single week. Every week, a challenge with you ninjas. Crazy how time flies by. So yeah, what are you into lately? And
When you attempt to create
Yeah.
a story, you would open a refrigerator of memories. You must try to turn your experiences in life into manga. Fujiko F. Fujio.
the guy who created Doraemon. unfortunately already passed away some time ago. I made a video about it too, or part of it at least. Like the top 10 mangaka of all time, according to the wiki.
Yo. What did you eat today?
Today we ate some tasty curry made by Ninja-chan. This was leftovers from the day before, so it was easier to warm it up in the microwave. So yeah, we ate some nice curry today with meat, vegetables and egg. I do like some curry, but I think I ate once.
There's
maybe.
nothing you can't do if you try.
The Indian curry.
Senko Ishigami.
It's also yeah, the thing also is it's a bit spicy, and not everybody can eat spicy food, and there's onions in them, so therefore a little limited with food sometimes. There's a special burger going around. It's called the cheese and bacon.
An archetypal story
cheese
creates
and bacon
settings
burger
and characters so rare that our eyes
that I
feast
still want
on
to
every
try
detail,
out. It's
while its telling illuminates conflicts so true to humankind that it journeys from culture to culture. Robert McKee.
Exactly. But yeah, Robert McKee is if you make stories in whatever form, the book Story is actually a recommendable book.
Professional is the fact that there is a deadline, and the people who do their best until that deadline. Naoki Urasawa.
Yes. Feet. Okay, here's number one. Number one. What do you think is more difficult, drawing feet or hands? Feet are, I mean, they might be more difficult. Yeah, they're both these sort of creatures, even though the hand can do more moves. I think most people draw more hands than feet, generally, based on observing. So far I've observed, but correct me if I'm wrong there. But I think more people, if they draw, firstly draw more hands than feet, and if they draw feet, it's mostly with shoes and such, right? Or something on it. But yeah, now we're drawing the ugly feet, suggested by Rocks. And the thing is, this is not like for perfection or whatever, it's purely for the practice, so this doesn't have to be a final piece, so it's a bit more sketchy-ish here and there. Um, So yeah, ninjas, how often do you draw feet, I wonder? As for me, Well, I'm drawing them now. And when we need them. Yeah, sometimes also feet are not really in the picture of a final piece. Let's say you draw a more of a face or a top character, you know, then the feet aren't relevant. In that moment, but yeah, if it's a full character or, you know, I think it's more hands that I draw than feet, generally. Nice juicy feet. But yeah. Nails here, some dirty nails. Reminds me a bit of a zombie feet. Yeah. What's your favorite zombie movie? Zombie movie! Mine is probably 28 days later or years. Even though there's The Walking Dead, of course. The Walking Dead. The Walking Father. The Walking Dead. Get it? Tudum-ch.
NANI?!
Wait, why is chat not appearing, man? What the hell is this? Alright. Mad Lance! Okay. Dirty... Oh no, ugly feet. It was supposed to be ugly feet. Ugly feet. How ugly are your feet? Okay, do you rather have ugly feet or ugly hands? I guess feet. I mean, if they still work, right? Doesn't really matter then. Most people see your hands anyways. But yeah. Okay. This is actually sort of a set of feet, but I guess they could be separate. They're two different feet though. Do you rather have your feet as hands or hands as feet? Wait, what? So if like either your hands become like feet or your feet become like hands. I think I would choose that my feet become like hands because kind of need my hands, but I wonder how, if I could still walk with if my feet were like becoming hands. But yeah, like if my hands become feet, I cannot really draw, right? At least not me. Maybe you can, but I think I would have then either my feet turn into hands as well, then versus my hands turn into feet. So I can then draw also with my feet then. It's like one of those apes or monkeys. You can also, you know, do more stuff than with your hands or feet hands. Hands, feet. Yeah, might be handy though. Get it? Handy! Tudum-ch. All hands on deck. All feet on deck? Nah, that doesn't really sound good, eh? All feet on deck. Alright. 2 feet done. Oh, here's some hairy feet. These are damn nasty hairy feet. But they have a bit of the same angle though. A little bit of the same angle. Okay, let's get these shapes correct. Let's see. Little toe, oh no, big toe here, and then we go here. Yeah, shapes matter, so let's see, around here is that part, and then it goes up. This is a bit from up down. I have to get this correct. Let me see. This one goes down here, blah blah blah, and then this goes here. So these toes are a bit bended here. Bender. Okay, and then little toe is actually pretty thick. Okay, this one goes there. This is a bit of a hairy feet. Hairy. And they're quite thick. Thick feet. Yeah, here the leg goes up. Maybe it's a bit too small. Scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. This feet is damn hairy, man. Almost like a monkey. Monkey man. The monkey man. Bukiki, bukiki. Monkey man. Why are you running? Well, okay, we're gonna draw all these hairs. It's a bit sketchy. Yeah, it's just all hair. I'm not gonna draw each individual line, of course. Basically, this is a really hairy feet. Hairy feet. Well, that's one. That is one. Without, well, still need to add some shading. Shady. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da. Like the leg is supposed to go up here, but I kind of cut it off. The perspective. Shall we do the other one as well? We'll draw them a bit apart though, in this case. Let's see. Decipher these shapes around here. And then around here. Let's see. Big toe, little, middle, no, second. Well, how do you call that little? No? Well, how do you call the second toe? Like next to the big toe. It's like the pointy finger toe. Like the big toe is your thumb, right? The thumb toe. And then you have the middle finger toe. Let me see. And then the ring finger toe. You have the ring finger. Wait, do you put rings on your toe? Who the hell does that? A ring? A toe ring? No. Wait, what? Does it even exist? Ring? A ring on your toe. So instead of having it on your hand, you have it like on your toe. Hello there. Hello there. Hello. How are you running? Why are you running? And this one like this. So this one is also hairy. Hairy feet. Would you rather have hairy feet or hairy hands? I think feet. Yeah. All those hairs on your hand goes in the way. Well, maybe you're already a monkey, so it's all fine and dandy then. There was a guy that was really hairy in school. And some people, there's one guy called him even Chewbacca. He also had a bit of that face, you know, like. No, he was really hairy, definitely. Like, lots of hair. Yeah, some people are just more hairy than others, right? Not sure what is worse, being more hairy or balding. Would you rather be balding or more hairy? I think more hairy than balding, right? Depends how much though, but yeah. I mean, I guess if you really are balding, you know, maybe just become bald and then accept it. I don't know. Becoming One Punch! Yeah. I mean, One Punch Man is quite interesting because a lot of anime characters have spiky hair and then he becomes bald, right? So it's like going the opposite direction, and then it's also parody, making fun of the shonen trope. Even though it's really good, yeah, at least as far as I've read. Probably not the latest anime though. Season. One Punch Man should definitely get a Demon Slayer kinda treatment. Yeah, in terms of animation. Like the first season they had it, and then yeah, unfortunately, not all horses stay good in the end. Eh? It's like the horse meme of a series, like a horse being divided in parts, right? How well it is done, the meme, you know. But One Punch Man anime is definitely not a completely finished piece of horse, like the perfective. It's like with Game of Thrones, like all the way good, and then in the end it was like more of a shitty horse, more sketchy, rough. Yeah. Like if you follow a series really long and then they screw it up near the end, it sucks. I guess only a few series actually managed to finish it good, right? Like some shows just, if all these other factions of people that want to have their personal shit in there, and then it gets fucked. Like Game of Thrones was so damn good. It had such a potential for a full, finished, nice horse drawing. Like, you know the memes, right? Like where you have like this perfect horse drawn, cut up in pieces for each season, but they and then some are drawn more shit, like, or more like a kindergarten drawing or whatever. But if you go back in time or in total anime history, what shows do you think actually that are finished well? Like, I don't think Naruto is a masterpiece, unfortunately, from the beginning to the end. Maybe it's better if you cut, yeah, no, of course it's better if you cut out all the filler. Definitely. But I don't think the anime, yeah, also the manga, maybe the story. Yeah. It's really hard to finish it nicely, right? Even though I do think Dragon Ball did finish quite nice, what Akira Toriyama did, just until the end with Oop. Not Super, I'm not talking about Super. But until Oop, I think, yeah, it's had a nice ending, you know? I really hope One Piece can end well. Oda can end it well, and not suffering. I hope it will become like a Breaking Bad of anime or manga, I should say. You can finish it still alive and actually finish it good, because if you're not into One Piece yet and you're into anime and still want to begin it, you better get on it at some point, because when the ending is revealed, it's just yeah, you get spoilers everywhere. The world will literally be turned upside down when it's gonna end, if it ends well at least. No, I really, yeah, it's crazy. The thing is, One Piece is still good, you know, even though a lot of people complain about Nepo piece, like how Luffy doesn't deserve it, and like following the bloodlines of the previous ones and such. But it's the will of DA. It was already there since the beginning. The will of D, but yeah. I do like it more, maybe if some people were not the chosen ones. It went more like Rock Lee. But yeah, which main character actually has no special bloodline or special powers as a main character? Like Deku from All Might basically got the best power. You know? Yeah, he had to train for it and storytelling to make it acceptable, but he did got the best power. I mean, let's say he got like nothing. Like let's say Deku did not get any powers and still became the #1 superhero. Or the hero, you know? That might have been more interesting. Not sure how it would be handled though, but like basically becoming the Iron Man or was it Batman of the show? Well, he basically was just given the power, right? Yeah, yeah, the body has accepted and shit, and your body doesn't. But that's just all. In the end, he just got the best power, you know. I mean, a lot of people got super lame powers, and yeah, quirks are not equal. But he actually got lucky in that case because he's the main character. That's why. But can like a random other superhero, if that would be the main character, yeah. But then again, if you think about Rock Lee more, he becomes like Super Saiyan. So actually he got superpowers. You know, even only knowing taijutsu and all these techniques. But he becomes like a Super Saiyan, you know. So yeah. But he's supposed to be the guy of hard work, beats talent. Yeah, with Bleach, Ichigo got everything in the end, right? Yeah, I've not seen it all though, until Aizen mostly. Yeah, a little bit afterwards. Still have to catch up to that part. Well, yeah, if you think about anime main characters like Edward Elric or yeah, the Brotherhood, Full Metal. I think that's one of the. Did he earn? Yeah, he's more smart, right? Like he has some alchemy powers. I think it's more. It's better done. Like he's not OP, right? He can do the transmission circles without a circle, right? Or without have to draw the thing. So he got a special sort of thing because he almost died. Full Metal is just way better done. I think it is well thought out, or it makes, I don't know, I think yeah, it's one of the better ones. Maybe the one, yeah, the top ones. But is it really like how do you say, like his father was still this guy, right? So therefore Hohenheim, like his father is like the special, yeah. So it's, in anime, it's a lot of times the father is special. He is a legendary this or that or whatever. Or yeah, one of the parents. Mostly the father, right? Like with Hunter x Hunter, oh, he has a special father, legendary. So therefore he got like the what do they call it these days? Nepo baby shit. Even the first JoJo, he was rich. Right? I've not seen all the JoJos, but he was like this rich kid, right? And then the Jonathan came, who was like the opposite, poor and such. So actually, then the main character should be then the Jonathan guy, and then the other guy. What is his face? Dio. Where are you JoJo fans, man? Where's the lore? No, I don't know at all. What else is there? Like, who actually earned it? You know, not from blood. Even like with Black Clover, the main guy, what's his face? Asta. He got like the best power, right? Anti-magic. He got no power, but he got like the best power. Anti-magic shit. It's like... I guess the main always need like some special shit. And or a father that's special or whatever. Can you really get out of the... that the main needs to have something, right? Like which main character actually does come from nothing and doesn't get special shit and still makes it in the end? If it's in terms of shonen battle manga, not like Death Note. I mean, Light fucked up. I mean, unless it stopped at that point, you know, but... Death Note, yeah, I liked it more until a certain part. Like, okay, if let's say Bakuman about mangaka, well, that's not that's more a slice of life. I mean more like in the sense of in a world where also powers exist and such. Like sort of an Iron Man or Batman. Well, they're both rich. They didn't really like Batman did not earn it, right? He inherited his wealth. So did Iron Man build it from scratch? His father was special too, right? Which main character actually does come from nothing and did not got special shit? Well, you could say like Goku is a low class Saiyan warrior. He's like the lowest, the bottom of the bottom. And Vegeta was supposed to be the best. He got it all. So that's the opposites, right? Goku was supposed to be a weakling, and he trained all the way up. Okay, yeah, there's the Saiyan DNA. Therefore, he has that. Like, let's say he was human, like Krillin or something. Well, then yeah. So his race plays a role there. Then again, you have the Frieza race, or whatever that means. Which then... Like the Saiyans, yeah. I mean, yeah, he has the bloodline. His father was Bardock and whatever. So... But he did train a lot, and I mean, if he did nothing, right? Like he stayed at Dragon Ball power level, let's say, he was just still a weakling. So Dragon Ball was about, you know, the training and improving yourself and going to higher ends. That was the whole point. not given a superpower and then, you know. But yeah, he has his DNA to, you know, getting stronger from each battle almost when you die and almost die. But actually you did die. Yeah, you have the Dragon Balls, of course. The Dragon Burus. Burus. Well, that, which character is not then a Nepo baby? Because all have the like which one has no special father or whatever from the shonen battle type? Like it's I'm probably forgetting some. Maybe Yu Yu Hakusho. I forgot out exactly when. Yeah, Spirit. He died, right? Maybe him. Does he have special shit from Inherited, or I don't know. It's been a while since I watched that. I never actually finished the anime. I watched the anime, but I never actually finished Yu Yu Hakusho, the anime. Not sure if the manga finished differently. I was like at the tournament and a bit further. They had to go in a cave, or I don't know. It was pretty cool back then. Would you say Saitama earned it? Yeah, it's more like a parody, right? But he did train for it, and then no special bloodline or whatever. As far as I know, I'm not sure in the manga. So it's not too serious, right? Cheers. Feet. Feet. Are they too big? This one looks really fucked. Thick. Damn. This feet I'm drawing, oh man, it looks real nasty. Almost looks like a salami sausage. Mad Lance! What the hell is this? Alright. It actually looks like that. That's how thick it is. Yeah, this feet is not looking so good. Damn. Compared to the normal one. Next to this one. So this is the normal one. Do 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 do. Yeah, it definitely looks different. Different. Something like that. Yeah. All right, let's get some screen tone on these. What? Well, they're two separate feet though, technically. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. All right. This is, what is this? 6. Oh, no, that's 7. 7 and 8. 7, 8. All right, let's draw the next one. The next one. Okay, let's first get these shapes correct. Somewhere here it goes up, so this is from the side. Going up here. And then this one around here. Mini toe, little toe around here. And then the pointing toe, what's it called? And here the middle finger toe. Where are you running? Okay, there we go with that one, and still little one. Little one's always a bit fucked, right? A bit on the edge. Living on the edge. Okay, if you had to be a toe, which one would you be? Oh, I'm the little toe, yeah. No. That's the worst one of all of them, right? Maybe the big toe. He gets the most action, right? Yeah, your little toe you always hit at the table of the leg of the table, right? Hitting with your little toe. The most pain in the world. Hitting your little toe at the table. Tibiru, tibiru, tibiru. Actually, there's another feet here until around here, and around here it goes. Something like that. So it's technically 2 sort of feet. Yeah. Two feet. Cold feet. Yeah, something like that. I mean, who really cares about feet, right? Nah, yeah. I know, some of you out there. I mean, there must be some nice, juicy feet art out there. Well, this is like ugly feet, so that was the whole point of this session. Is the point. Ugly feet. These are not supposed to be nice and juicy. These are supposed to be, well, maybe for some of you, if you are into more ugly feet, you know. Okay, this number 9. Number 9. We're getting there one by one. Might have to make them a bit smaller. A little bit smaller. This feet, oh man, it looks nasty, man. I remember that scene, man, with Don't Be a Menace, his movie, where this guy took off the shoes of the girl, his girl, and she had super nasty feet, man. All rotten toenails and such. And then he had to lick it and such. Thinking about it already, it's supposed to be a comedy, right? Don't Be a Menace. But he took off his girl's shoes and had to lick them. Oh man, it was so disgusting, man. It's a bit like, yeah, the Wayans brothers also playing it. It was a fun movie though, back then. Probably still is. Some crazy shit happens. Don't be a menace. Let's put this a little bit up. A little bit. Yeah, a bit of muscle pain from the gym still, a little bit. I can feel it. Even though it was Monday. And a moon. How does that go? But how does it go? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Ten. All right. Okay, mate, I might hit the hay too. Gotta draw that big ass drawing. All right, good luck, Sven. Thanks for joining once again, NinjaBox Ishili. And yeah, man, see you the next time. Thanks for popping in. Good luck on your pencil drawing. Thanks. You too. Sweet dreams. Yes, until the next time. Oh, yeah. I guess you upload your drawing, right? On Insta? Yeah, I've not really checked out your technique. It did not really work for me. Yeah. Anyway, see you later, man. Good luck. I'll see your stuff probably on social media. Or just tell me when you're done with it. If you even upload it at some point. But yeah, man, good luck. Good luck, you got it. All the pencils. A lot of pencil sharpening. Okay, these are more not hobo toes, but hobbit toes. Hobos. Hobbits. Hobos. Wait, are hobbits hobos? Almost sounds the same, no? Hobbits. Chobits! Yeah, that's an anime. A juicy anime. Chobits. And you have this robot girl. And then she turns on. Yeah, where the button is an interesting decision there. Chobits. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Chobits, like many years ago. What was it about again? This robot. There's someone. Oh yeah, rich. Someone threw her away in the trash, but Chobits, she's like a sort of a robot. And this guy falls in love with her or something. Chobits. These are really hairy, more like Frodo, or no, hobbits. Yeah, and I'm gonna draw each individual arrow. Of course. Oh, that's the timer. Time flies by, drawing hobbit feet. No, not that feet, where is it? Chobbit feet. Now we're gonna finish this one though. Oh, it's almost a new day. Almost a new day! Can you believe it? The sun is shining. No, actually it's raining. The sun is probably still shining though, somewhere on the planet. Harry, Harry, Harry. Mad Lance, Mad Lance, Mad Lance. All right. Yep, there it is. If you zoom out, it looks a bit better, I think. It's like with paintings, right? If you zoom in too much, then a little bit better. What is it? Is it 11, right? Actually, it's 11 and 12, since it's 2 feet. But it's a set of feet. But yeah, technically it's 2 feet. Okay, alright. There we go with the ugly feet. Hopefully we went the right direction here. But yeah, okay. Here is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 5, number 6, number 7. This feet looked like a salami or something. Number 8, and this was the other feet. Number 9, a set of feet actually. 9, 10, and here 11 and 12. So yeah, this was the ugly feet challenge. Thanks to Rox. Yeah, thank you very much, Rox, once again. And let me know your favorites of these, your favorite or favorites of these feet. And if you have any other future suggestions, also let me know in the comments. Yes. Yes, ninjas. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Alright, ninjas, this was the 1-hour manga drawing practice challenge. Once again, drawing the ugly feet, number 95, drawing the ugly feet, suggested by Rox. So thank you very much for this one. The next one is, of course, number 96, because we're counting up. And this one is mouth/lips, suggested by Dion. So yeah, number 96 is mouth/lips. So look forward to that one. Okay. Alright. Well, let me know your favorites of this session, ugly feet. And look forward to the next one. Yes. Alrighty then. Until the next time. This was Ishili, and see you ninjas the next time. Ninja Case out. Okay. So, right now, we gonna do something else. We did 2 sessions right now, and I wanted to play a little game, an old school one. So yeah, hopefully you're ready for that as well in a second, when I restart the stream.
Happiness depends upon ourselves.
Yeah, man. Okay, let me
Aristotle.
not forget to save this. I think it was saved, right? Yeah. Alright, alrighty then. Let's see, where is it now? Can I close this? Choo-choo-doo. Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream.
I have secrets.
And be right back in a
I
second.
have demons.
Yes.
I have
Alright,
a
ninjas,
life.
thanks for joining once again. Ninja
Dexter
Rocks
Morgan.
Ishili, and see you ninjas the next time. Ninja Case out. Thanks for joining once again, Ninjas. Ninja Rocks Ishili, and see you ninjas the next time. Ninja Case out.